If you watch the video, what you see is what appears to be a ritual of torture to which people were accustomed.
Tied up, hit in the head, then pepper sprayed. Tonight, we're getting our first look at what investigators call an assault on a woman inside the Cuyahoga County Jail.
2 of the jailers involved now face criminal charges. They are off the job on unpaid leave while the county investigates.
Now, we're also learning new details about the case and what the woman at the center of it all says led to the attack. 5 on Your Side investigator Scott Knoll live outside the Justice Center tonight with what he's uncovered.
That woman had only been in the jail a few hours, booked in here on a warrant from a traffic case.
What you're watching is a crime behind bars, according to state investigators. Corrections officer Robert Marsh caught on camera hitting a restrained inmate in the head. Corporal Idris Fareed Clark then seen emptying half a bottle of pepper foam into the woman's face, according to the Attorney General's office.
That this is taking place in a civilized city by the lake is nothing short of shocking.
Attorney Subodh Chandra represents the woman seen in the video. He says her only crime that night last July was asking to make a phone call.
Apparently what triggered the torture was a concern that she had, quote-unquote, mouthed off and they were going to teach her a lesson.
The video shows Marsh wheel in a restraint chair. Clark then pulls out pepper spray and begins shaking it. The pair then go into a cell. Chantel Glass walks out with them, handcuffed, seemingly compliant with the officers, but investigators say she was strapped in the restraint chair anyway. As another officer tips her back, her right leg kicks forward. Marsh ducks, even though it appears he's not hit. The video then shows the officer strike Glass in the face. Clark then pulls out the pepper foam and sprays. Prosecutors say he was less than a foot away. On the video, you can see Glass appear to have a tough time breathing. Her face still coated with foam as she's wheeled away, still tied up. Chandra says she was left that way for an extended period of time before being sent back to her cell, but still not allowed to shower.
Regretfully, she also wound up relieving herself on herself from the pain, and then that wasn't addressed either. It's really quite sickening.
November's scathing U.S. Marshals report on conditions inside the jail noted jailers were not utilizing all tools and techniques generally accepted as best practices for use of force, and found in at least one instance, use of force was used as punishment against inmates. Chandra believes this case only reinforces how deeply troubled the culture behind bars became.
I'm a former federal prosecutor. I think people need to be held accountable for crimes that they commit. But we live in a civilized country, a civilized society, a civilized city. There's a certain humanity and decency we expect.
Both officers have pleaded not guilty to the charges against them. Meanwhile, Glass was released from jail 2 days after the incident. Reporting live downtown, I'm 5 on Your Side investigator Scott Knoll.